Hi everybody, Dave Greenhaw here from the Remnant Church. Today we're talking about how to be a good suffering servant. As you all know, Paul, who originally was chasing down Christians when he was named Saul and working with the Pharisees to find all these new Christians and make sure they were either ran out of town or put in prison or sometimes stoned to death like Stephen. But on the way to Damascus, later on in his searching for the Christians, he was encountered by Jesus. Jesus called down with a bright light and asked him while he was persecuting him. And for 3 days he did not see until he was once again given his sight from Jesus. And that transformed his life. He became a Christian. But he went through a lot of things. He was stoned, one time left for dead. He was rescued and led down over a wall in a basket so he wouldn't be killed. He had various things, various times that people tried to kill him, and then finally he was in prison. And in 2 Timothy 2:12, he said this, "These things I suffer, nevertheless I am not ashamed, for I know whom I have believed in, and I am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I have committed to him against that day." So what does all that mean? It means he wasn't afraid to suffer. He knew that the one he believed in, Jesus Christ, would always be with him, and he would do everything that he promised he would do. Sure, he looked like he was in prison and things weren't looking good, but he knew God wanted him in prison at that time. And actually, Paul wrote most of the New Testament while he was in prison by being put in prison by the Romans. But God actually executed that and let that happen for the good of the gospel. So sometime when you think, Lord, what's going on? What can I do? I need some help. Should I keep on being a strong Christian? Can I take this anymore? Realize Paul rejoiced in his persecution and knew that must be doing something right because people didn't like him because he talked about Jesus. And he knew that Jesus was his Savior, and he wanted them to be his Savior, so he kept on persevering, and he didn't stop talking about Jesus until that day he breathed his last breath. So don't give up. Be proud to be a suffering servant. Turn to Jesus, and he will rescue you all the way to the rapture. I hope today that you are a Christian. You know Jesus is coming back soon, and I hope he's coming for you. Be blessed.